Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wes. I'm back with another Dogma video. There's three videos we're going to take a look at. One of them we've already kind of seen, but I upped the video quality on this recording, so um, all of the videos they released so far are 1080, 60 FPS, which is more than enough for me. I don't need 4K or anything like that. If it happens, that's great, but it's not really a big deal. Um, so this is the 50 minutes. Um, it's the it's a channel on YouTube called Capcom Channel. And it's literally right here. They got 630,000 subscribers. I don't know. I know this channel existed, but I don't think I ever. I don't know. I never really see that much from it. So anyway, um, here we go. So they start off with the thing that we saw in the last video, and then they start reading. Um, hang on, let's just skip to the gameplay. Here we go. So that's one thing I wanted to kind of touch on is, let me see if I can back up here. So I just started a real quick. I just wanted to start a new playthrough of Dragon's Dogma on PS5. So if you don't know, if you have the PS5 version, or excuse me, if you have the PS4 version, you can play that on PS5. Um, and I'm kind of bad about this because a lot of people use my pawn. Not a lot of people, but every time I log in, like I get RC, uh, and it's very nice. But I just want to throw out there, my PlayStation username is Wes Yes. Everything is the same, whether it's Twitch or YouTube or PlayStation. It's all Wes Yes. And if you're looking for my username because you want to use my pawn or something like that, and you want to send me a friend request, I'm gonna start leveling up for the last time on PlayStation. Um, and we might do PC before Dragon's Dogma 2 comes out. But if you need a mage pawn, I'm gonna level up and max out my pawn, which is called Soul, Soul. Um, if you haven't watched my streams or Dragon's Dogma videos, my character is usually called Wayward, 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 and then my pawn is called Soul. But in the Dark Souls games and the Elden Ring games and stuff like that, usually my character is called a Wayward Soul. So it's kind of like ambiguous. But in Dragon's Dogma, myself and the pawn are like we kind of create a singular entity. Anyway, just throwing that out there. And you'll know her when you see her because she's got beautiful red hair and elf ears and all that. So um, yeah. So one thing I wanted to look at is everything that's going on in gameplay wise. So the mage is kind of floating, spell casting. The harpies look awesome. The fighter looks amazing. Or the yeah, it's still called fighter. Some of the classes they got rid of. Excuse me, some of the vocations they got rid of. So we're gonna get some new vocations and some returning vocations. I usually don't play magic classes, but I did start my new character on PlayStation as I flipped the vocations, so I'm the mage and she's the the Strider.
物理演算と AI 使うことによってこうなったらええなああなったらええなって見てこうやったらこうなるんちゃうかっていうのが、再現できるようにすごく
So they're just going over some of the. That looks awesome. That armor looks sick.
今あったようにバランスこうなってるやつの足掴んで引っ張ったらその方向にドーンって倒れるとか。
So it sounds like they're just going over like all the badass shit that you can do in the game.
想像した通りのことがねできるようにやってます。はい、以上ドラゴンドグマ2の内容となります。
Ooh, I haven't seen that before. That was awesome. All right, so I don't want to. They talk quite a bit in these videos, so we're just gonna skip to the good stuff. Ooh. Okay. So I've tried to watch some of this stuff. I usually watch this so I kind of know what to expect. Exhibition version. Capcom, please let us try the demo. Please. Please. I'm begging you. I will pay you many dollar bills. You know, not that much, but I have a $5 or $6 I could give you. Okay. So the main thing to see here is this is the the early build. Oh, come on. There we go. So this is your different vocations. So you've got your bowman, your archer, and then I can't remember if they called it something else. I don't know. But I know they're calling the this character the thief character, and then you have your fighter. Why can I not remember what this is called? I don't know. So each of these is a different character, but they're also in a different part of the game. So they're like pre-saved instances, and then you kind of get different experiences in the demo. Most of the people that got invited, the larger YouTubers, they played all three of these. So they're kind of on a timer, and they only got an hour, so 20 minutes for each of them, basically. So, but the cool thing about it is they got to experience different parts of the game. This is more story focused. This is more gameplay focused, and I don't know to what extent. I haven't seen much of the thief class. Okay, so we've got our commands. These look pretty similar from the first game. I know go was one and help was one. I don't think wait was there because I just started playing the first one again. Yeah, I need to look into that again, but what is this? Let's see. L1 on and off. I don't know what that means. Interesting. And then it looks like you've got your vocation skills. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we have like alternate, we have like an alternate vocation skills that we can access. Maybe, I don't know. I'll translate some of that stuff. This is kind of stuff I want to translate because I want to know what this stuff says. So that shouldn't be too bad.
これゲーム序盤のところになるんですけども、プレイヤーが出して最初のこの宿営地っていうところにたどり着いて自分のポーンを作ってポーンを借りて4人揃った状態から。
So it looks like they're going on. The pawns are guiding them, because the pawns, different pawns have different knowledge, obviously, right? Because they're coming from different players and things. So what they're saying, what I'm getting for the most part is, the pawns are much more. They have much more. They have much more to say. It's not. Is there going to be repeating phrases and stuff like that, like about treasure and monsters? Yeah, probably. That's the charm of the game for me, and I'm sure it is for a lot of you guys, but this is the what I wanted to take a look at. So this is seamless. You touch the rift and it sends you directly into it. There's no loading screens. One of the big things in this game, from what I'm hearing from people who played it, is there's I haven't heard anything about loading screens. Is there loading screens to some extent? Maybe, we don't know, but I haven't heard anything about that. And trust me, guys, I'm watching every single video that comes out that I can when I have time. But you know, full-time job, parents, wife, husband, kids, you know, all that. So, and I'm also a teacher, and I got 200 kids to take care of at school. So, I love the lighting. The lighting looks so awesome. It's like a dream. I'm getting a little Forspoken vibe over here, huh? Is that a dark cat? Yeah, it's like a black cat. So it looks like, hold on, let me see if I can back up a little bit here. Yeah, look at that. That is awesome. So we got some chainmail, and then we've got the, I just put this on my pawn character. I can't remember what it's called. That looks great. I love how the chainmail is just kind of shimmering. And look at the sword. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got a mage here, mage hat. All right, so we've got a thief, we've got a fighter. Looks like they're not giving us all of the vocations yet, which that makes sense. One thing I really hope is they give us they kind of flesh out the different races. So we've got the Beastren, we've got the humans, but I really hope the elves and dwarves and stuff like that, we get that expanded a little bit. Because in the first game, they said that they wanted to expand the races and like have a, you know, have a section of the world carved out for each of them. Whether, you know, there wasn't going to be a kingdom for every race, but they would have, you know, take up residence in parts of the world and actually be a part of the story. So basically, if you ever watch anything about Dragon's Dogma 1, lore-wise, or what they plan for the game, because we only got roughly about 25% of what they planned to do with Dragon's Dogma 1. So there was a huge chunk of the game that got cut. The effects look great. Quality on this video is not going to be very good because this is their stream, so some of the other stuff we're going to look at is a lot nicer. So okay, characters telling them to go. So that's, I don't want to focus too much on the talking and stuff. Let's see if we can skip ahead. So they're fighting some goblins, throwing off some of the mechanics. I don't know what that goblin's doing. He's just chilling. I think they're just showing up, like showing the pickup mechanics and the physics and stuff like that. What else? There was something else here. Oh, here we go. Um, so this is the larger. I think this is like the overworld map, and then there's a more detailed map of like I swore I saw another version of this where it was like it actually showed you more details and what was around and stuff like that, but I might be getting ahead of myself there. Um, this does not look anything like the previous map in Dragon's Dogma. This looks like another location entirely. None of these landmarks are looking the same. Um, I do remember that the first game was largely like coastal, so kind of maybe over here somewhere, or maybe to the west. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if this was just kind of its own thing and didn't have much to do with the first one. So, the first game starts with countless lifetimes, come to pass. So it could be very much the same here. It could be hundreds of years after the first game. So we've got item, map, quest, equipment. So it looks like the item and equipment is being separated again. It looks like we don't press one button for item and then another button for equipment. That can be a little cumbersome, but um, if you haven't played the Switch version of Dragon's Dogma, and I can't remember what the other one was, it's the Switch, and then um, there's another version that has it. I don't know, but there was actually you could access items on the Switch version a little easier. I think it's the Switch version. Somebody call me out in the comments if I'm wrong. Call me a hack.
決定してもらって、
はい。
下の滅びの村よりこれ四角ボタンで優先の変えれるんで、はいはい、それでこれで戻
Okay. So there's going to be some spoilers here. I don't necessarily want to touch on that. If you guys want to watch that, you can. But this is going to head into spoiler territory, so I don't want to talk too much about that. That's not really what I'm about. I'm just I'm just focusing on like the little stuff. So this is where they switch to the other part of the demo, which is the fighter. Let's take a look at this. Look at the emo tiger over here.
ちょっと掴んでられないんですよ。
はい。
Flock of seagulls.
行ってみましょうかじゃあ。説明しながらやるんで。はい。でも後ろ向いてもろて。後ろ向きました。獣人。そっち行って左の小屋の後ろにね。なんかおるんですよ。
羽ばたいてる。
So the griffin is terrorizing this little outside part of the city, which was often the case in the OG game. Oh, they actually fight the griffin. I thought they ignored it.
これちょっとガンガン戦ってみて、はい。ちょっとつかみ。
So the main purpose of this part of the demo is to show off the monster combat. There's a section where towards the end where they want here we go. Oh, let's just watch it.
いいじゃないですか。
で今掴んでる状態なんですけど、これもっぺん掴みボタンを立てるんですよ。いや立ってますけど危ない。
So he's telling him, I think this is what he's telling him. I just know this from watching it, but they want you to sit on top of the monster as it flies away, so you can kind of cover a lot of ground really quickly. So it's super situational.
これもチャンスなんでガンガン攻撃してくださいもう。はい。
So let's move.
なんかわざわざ捕まる必要はないですよね今。誰すごいの。
ちょっとみんなすごいですね。
So yeah, at this point, it looks like he takes off, or not long after this.
あまた降りてもだ
Looks like stamina recharges a lot faster in this game. That's in the bottom, it looks like.
まだまだいける
え
まだいけるいけるか
まだいけるんすかね。
Oh, okay, so this is the part where he missed it, and he wanted him to get on the back of the... So he goes back, hang on. So he goes back, and they say, oh, get on the back of the griffin. I don't see... Oh, here we go.
もうちょっともうちょっともうちょっと
Yeah, so he takes off. So this is the where he's riding the actual griffin,
いったいった
よいしょ
and they're very excited, clearly.
気持ちいい。
これあーが落ちてこない
なんで降りるなんで降りた
So this is kind of what we were talking about in the last video, how it was going to fly and land and all that. Okay, Pawn dies, or is dying, and you have to revive him. There was another thing. Oh, here we go. So there's another new vendor in the game. It's the fortune teller.
はい
お姉さん、こんにちは。
はい今
What does it do? I have no idea.
僕がお気に入りのお姉さんを紹介します
何を言うてますの
何の回ですか。
シルベアエンドホス迷い人お望みならば
お、
指標
Maybe it's like the new witch character or something.
はい
この方が
この方悪くないでしょ
いや素敵やけどあこれを紹介したかった
この人ちょっと紹介したかった
I need to translate some of this and see what it says. There's so much stuff to translate.
まあ一応ゲームにね
お示しください
詰まったりしたら
対価を
占いしてくれてちょっとだけヒントくれたりする
へ
お姉さんなんでぜひ
Maybe it's because they said that your choices matter more in this game than they do in the previous game. Your choices mattered in the first game, but not to a large extent. I mean, things happened and you couldn't undo them, and you just had to progress. Your love interest in the game, the first game, was dependent on I think largely upon like how much money you gave them or spent at their shop or whatever. And then obviously the what was it, the golden statue. So the golden statue, if you gave that to them, that would be like the person that you were in love with. And then there was the silver statue and the bronze statue. So
仲良くしていただければ
同票し
and then this is the merch that they're gonna sell. So this is I can't remember what this is, like a plate for something. I guess it's just decorative, but and then they have the poster, the t-shirt, and then I think that's actually a stand. And then I don't remember what that is. It's like a I can't remember what that is. So all the games are on sale right now. I just bought the Resident Evil 4 DLC myself and started to play that. It's pretty awesome. There was something else. Oh yeah, Dogma is on sale, obviously, 84% off. I think that's going until the end of maybe the end of today. I don't know. Because I think TGS is over, but okay. So that was the first one. And then this is the PC Gamer video that just dropped. And I'm not going to play the audio on that. This quality is a little better video-wise. So let's just take a look and see. Yeah, that looks really nice. This is probably one of the better video qualities. If you want to check it out, go to PC Gamer. and take a look. This looks really nice. Obviously, what we're seeing right now is not true to what the game is really going to look like. It's going to look a lot cleaner and all that. But oh, that's a nice. Is it a hobgoblin? What is that? Yeah, it looks like a hobgoblin maybe. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's take a look at that. Back it up a little bit. Give me a little clear shot. Come on. There we go. Okay, so that looks like a smaller village. That's awesome. That is so cool. That looks really nice. You know, it would be really cool if there was like Granzis or whatever was a place we could go to and it was just like ruins or something like that. That would be sick. Like some huge ruins. So they're just showing off some of the combat. So it looks like you can aim the bow like you did in the first game, but it also auto aims similar to the mage in the first game, which I think that's pretty rad. And then you can cut the bridge to get rid of those enemies. Ooh. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here. I haven't seen any English. I don't. Well, I guess we have seen a little bit, but it's you know it's kind of interesting because it looks like the pawns are gonna kind of guide the story a little bit. So like they're not just spouting off whatever. They're literally like kind of revealing the story bits, which I think that's awesome. Oh, he hit his head again. So it looks like weight really is a factor all over. So um, if there's something around, you can make them, trip and kind of bang their head on something. That's pretty rad. Looks like another little village over there. Got some more wildlife. Griffin's taken off. It looks like he had his daggers in him. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Yeah, this is a pretty short video, but all right, what else we got? This is the video that we saw in the previous video that I put out. Let me see. There was a couple of things that I wanted to touch on.
Boast to your party with various enchantments to give allies an advantage in battle.
Yeah, we see some of the hovering from the mage. That looks like the classic Arisen fighter right there.
It's a good idea to utilize the environment around you while engaging with enemies.
I wanted to just try to get a better look at the thief, but
diverse terrains and the
everything's moving so fast.
Each encounter challenges this land of lush meadows and rolling hills.
Oh, that was a good shot. Let's take a look at that. So one of the things was you can jump on the cart and fast travel, similar to I guess how Skyrim kind of was doing it, but this is much more interactive and there's actually movement because this game is not from 2011. But one thing that people keep asking about is if you fast travel, is there a chance to get interrupted by monsters and stuff like that, and then you get kind of forced into combat? I hope that's the case. I hope it's not always just like jump on and then nothing happens. I hope there's like a random chance for an encounter or something like that. That'd be pretty sick.
The environment around the player constantly changes.
So we saw the night kind of shift a little bit. One thing I didn't talk about in the last video is that Skeleton's eyes are glowing. That's very reminiscent of some other games. It's a really good shot. We paused on that on the last video, though. Some really good, you know, quality shots. Oh, I didn't see that last time. That's really nice. There's so much stuff. I mean, we could make so many videos on the same stuff. Is she an elf? I know I said that in the last video, but she looks like an elf. Okay. Yeah, there's so many new different armor types. It looks like every piece of armor in the game has either been like they've added more style wise and variations to those, or got the masks, the headbands, and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. This is a pretty long video for me, so um, I'll keep digging, see if I can find any more cool stuff, exciting stuff to talk about, and yeah, everybody tell this man thank you and that you love him, because he's our hero. And everybody have a great weekend. And I will see you guys in the next one. All right.